I have much more to say to you. More than you can now bear. But when He, the Spirit of truth, comes, He will guide you into all truth. In a little while, you will see me no more. But after a little while, you will see me. I tell you the truth. You will weep and mourn while the world rejoices. You will grieve, but your grief will turn to joy. A woman giving birth to a child has pain because her time has come. But when her baby is born, she forgets the anguish because of her joy that a child has been brought into the world. So with you. Now is your time of grief. But you will see me again, and you will rejoice, and no one will take away your joy.
That old man in the temple. I can't even remember his name. I had no idea what he could mean. A sword will pierce your own heart too. And now I find it to be the same sword that my son himself talked about. I'm not bringing peace, but a sword. Father against son, mother-in-law against daughter-in-law. I didn't understand him either, but now it's all come true. My family's divided, right down the middle, right through my heart. My children hate me for not admitting that he was crazy. And half of me loves him and can't accept that. And half of me loves them and has to wonder if they're right. It's awful.
He loved to the end. I'm sure of it. Even though we ran away. I'm sure of it because he asked me to take care of his mom. He was thinking of her to the end, and he couldn't have given me a greater honor. I will love her as a son forever, out of love for him. But knowing he forgave us makes it hurt more. It takes away the guilt, so that there's no other emotions, no distractions, nothing left but this stabbing sorrow. My friend is gone.
I can't get over the fact that I failed him. And I didn't just fail him, I failed him as the last thing I did. And what really kills me is that he knew. It would be awful enough if the last thing you ever did for your best friend was fail them, if they didn't know. But I've got to live with the fact that I basically slapped him in the face. That the last thing my friend knew before he died was that I told everyone he meant nothing to me. Sometimes it hurts so bad, I feel like I can't breathe. I feel like I'm being stabbed in the gut. I feel like I'm screaming inside. I'm sweating. I'm rigid. I can't think of anything else. It's agony, is what it is. Not that I have any right to call it that after what he went through.
What do we do now? I've never been so scared. How long can we hide? Will they kill us? Is there any way we can get out of it? Is there anyone we can trust? Someone we can go to for help? Or are we on our own now? I think that's what scares me more than anything. The thought that we might be alone. Does God not see? Or does he not care? Or is he there at all anymore? I don't know which is worse.
We're going to anoint his body tomorrow. The other Mary, me, Salome. It's the least we could do. Part of me wishes we could go now. But another part of me is glad it's the Sabbath. I can hardly bear the thought of saying my very last goodbye. Because I know that pouring those perfumes out on him is going to feel like pouring my heart out on him. Not that I mind the expense, it's just there's going to be nothing left of my heart, nothing left of me. And though it looks like a waste, I'm pouring it out to honor him. One last time. My heart will break just as surely as the perfume bottle. The pieces will be just as empty, and there will be nothing to put it back together again. As long as I'm here, resting on the Sabbath, there's no reason to make it all final, to give everything closure. Because it will be final. And then my life will be over.
I started out as a hard-headed realist. Then he came along, and for some reason I went along with him. It was a daily struggle, Thomas's realism against the little seed of faith, a daily tooth and nail battle, fighting for every little inch of ground. It was something that was always important to him, something he was always spurring us on to. And now, all of a sudden, he's dead, and I've got the rude, embarrassing shock of knowing that that faith I worked so hard over all those years for is worthless now. You know, it's really hard to know that the thing you gave up your life for and poured yourself into for the past 3 years is just a lie. Yeah, I took the risk, the leap of faith, and this is my reward. I get the logical, ordered world I so often wanted, and it's the biggest slap in the face I've ever gotten.
We both knew the stigma of being crazy. He understood what it's like when people look at you like that, treat you like that, avoid you like that. Of course, he was never actually crazy. He did what no one else could. No one else could even look me in the eye, really, and he came and not only understood my problem, but fixed it. He took out all my demons and left just me for the first time. No one else had ever done that. No one else ever could. And that's why I'm going to miss him so much. The one who set me free. The one who gave me hope. The one who gave me my life back is gone. And no one else can ever be like him.
All I ever did was fail him. Arguing about stupid stuff coming off that jerk's ear, falling asleep on him. I keep seeing him in the garden, seeing him get arrested, seeing him look at me after I said I didn't know him. But looking back on all those times that I failed, all those times we didn't see eye to eye, all those times I thought I was getting something right and it would turn out totally wrong, I'm starting to think that maybe I told those people the truth. Maybe I really didn't know him at all.
Simeon! That was the old man's name. I don't know why it just came to me now. A sword will pierce your own heart, too. Oh, it's haunting me.
It doesn't feel real. I wish it wasn't. It feels like we're stuck in a long parable, and we're the ones left at the end with no hope.
A sword will pierce your own heart, too. I don't know what to think. Maybe he was just crazy. He couldn't have been evil. But the sword is even dividing my mind. I don't know what to think. I want to believe him, but I don't know if I can. And it's tearing me in two.
I was his friend. I was supposed to be his friend. And I blew it. We all blew it, but I should have known better. I'm the one who said I'd never abandon him.
Our lives are all we've got left. God has abandoned us. We have no money. Our countrymen have turned against us. What do we do? How do we protect our lives? How do we protect ourselves?
I will not be duped again. I never wanted to be vulnerable, but then I gave up that protection for him, and now it turns out I believed for nothing. I made a fool of myself. I went out on a limb, and it snapped off. Well, I won't be making that mistake again. I will not be hurt again. We may have betrayed him, but it feels like he's betrayed us. And I don't want to believe in a God who would do that. I won't believe again. I can't believe again. I've lost the strength to even try anymore. And if that's the way he's going to be, I don't want to try anymore.
And in spite of all the doubt, the fear, and the fighting, he was still my son. Strip away all the turmoil and you have a mother's heart ripped out, grieving for her son.
So now here we are, hiding from the authorities, and most of the people in the city for that matter. What are we supposed to do now? Here we are with no careers, no family, and no leader. Hiding for our lives, God's nowhere to be found, faith hasn't come through, and nothing's left but the usual day-to-day world. So what are we supposed to do? Just return to normal life?
No, Simeon. It wasn't a sword that pierced my heart. It was a spear. 3 nails and a spear.
What do you do when your hope has died?
Where do you turn when
God is gone.
faith has failed?
Life is over.
God is dead.
No! No, 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 no. They could have left his body. Don't do this now, not now. He's gone. Oh God, he's gone. He was gone enough when he died. They didn't have to mock that by taking his body too. Oh God. Who would do that? Why would you do that? How could you
Why are you crying? Who is it that you're looking for?
Sir, if you carried him away, tell me where you put him, and I'll get him.
Mary.
I saw him. I saw him. No, not like seeing things. I touched him. Thomas, please believe me. I don't care if everyone thinks I'm crazy. For the first time in my life, I don't care. Goodness, if anyone knows what crazy feels like, it's me. But I think that up until today, I never knew what sane felt like. Thomas, he's alive. Oh God, he's alive. And it means, I don't understand it all yet, but it means life is never over. He promised he would come back, and he kept that promise. He came back for me. And I know he'll come back for you. Even if you were the only one left, he'd come back for you. I know it. It's okay. It's okay that you don't believe me yet. I know. It's so dark. And we've never really seen the sunrise win. But Thomas, you will.